Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video, we're going to be making a battle drills guide for the map which will be coming in just 10 hours from right now. It is Spider Wasteland. We have seen it before in the previous season and we're going to get right into it with the pathing. And I have a lot of teams I've kind of saved into my formations that I'm excited to share with you guys, like free-to-play teams in order to try and clear the content. Okay, now you're gonna see there's one poor fortress which is isolated from the other two at the bottom, and this is gonna be the one where you want to put your whale players. The players on your guild who are the overall most upgraded, they're really gonna benefit from this camp skill. If you take a look at it, this is why people consider the Spider Wasteland the whale map, because Supreme Plus heroes with a plus 15 like exclusive equipment upgrade, they're gonna get a 250% damage boost. And so in this map you will want to use your 200 like your plus 15 exclusive equipment upgraded heroes once you unlock this camp skill. But your whale players, 6 of them, should be positioned over here. So the fortress on the top is going to begin attacking down to try and connect to the fortresses at the bottom. They'll begin by attacking the guard tower over here with 5 enemies. They'll try to run like an Iron, Parissa, Carolina, Arden nuke team that I will show you guys. And then eventually you will make it to the Shadow Iron boss. For the boss, then we'll run some of the boss comps, like I've made one Odie team and one Lily May team, because I think those are the most free-to-play friendly damage dealers. And if you have those heroes upgraded to plus 15 exclusive equipment, they're going to be hitting pretty hard. They're going to be getting this damage boost. That's why you want to run people here on this fortress who are at the high exclusive equipment upgrade and are good at killing the boss, because they're going to have to take down Shadow Iron and then eventually make it to Shadow Merrily as well. Now the fortresses on the bottom, they're going to have an easier time because they're going to attack up. They're going to acquire this buff. First of all, and the buff that you should select, in my opinion, is going to be True Potential, because really the limiting factor in this battle drills has always been taking down the towers, and the towers, elite strongholds basically, those are going to be the things which you want the buff for. This one is only buffing you in Passage Brawl, which honestly is not that important. There are 12 passages over here and then 32, but you can clear the 32 later on when you're connected with all of your guild and you have like a high capture bonus, and you should easily be able to clear the passages. So I would just recommend going for the True Potential over here. Now on the right side, the buff that you're going to want to select, in my opinion, is going to be Hot Pursuit, because again, now basically they're two different buffs. One is going to buff your damage dealt to the stronghold battles, basically the towers, with 4 or more or actually more than 4 enemies. However, I feel like the 5-man enemy towers are the easiest to clear, because you can just nuke them with Iron, Arden, Carolina, and you shred through them quickly. It's really going to be the 2-tower, 2-person teams, or even fewer one-man teams in the towers that are going to cause the problems. Like if we take a look up here at some of the towers over here, 2-man team and then another 2-man team, these are going to be the harder ones to take down. I think the 4-1 and the 5-1, you can use your Iron nuke combo to take them down. But for the 2-man teams, those are going to be the ones which give you trouble, because like the Iron team isn't that effective because they're only 2 enemies. You're probably going to have to run like Odie or Lily May like as a boss killer type team. So that is why I recommend going for the Hot Pursuit, and over here we're going for the True Potential. Yeah, okay. Then what they're going to want to do is go up. I say leave the passages on the left and right side, I think, until you get a higher capture bonus. And also you just want to rapidly connect with the rest of your guild as quickly as possible. So I would say move up here, attack this guard tower. Now the right side, this is going to be the difficult thing. And this is also why if you pick up the Hot Pursuit buff, it is going to help you, because then it's going to help you in this tower over here, which is a little bit difficult to take down. I do remember that. And so for this, I would recommend running like a boss killer type team. Odie as a damage dealer, Lily May as a damage dealer. I don't know if the Iron team necessarily will do great. You can try it. I think I do remember that the AoE teams are still doing fine even with 2 enemies, so you can try it. But left side, definitely Iron nuke team. Again, Iron nuke team, and up here another 2-man team. That is going to be tough. And then they're going to make it to Shadow Merrily. And Shadow Merrily, they're going to want to attack with their boss killer teams, and the people on the top, they're going to come down and attack Shadow Merrily. And it basically is meet at Merrily as quickly as possible and then connect to all the bases, and then you're going to acquire all of the buffs shared amongst all guild members. You're also going to have these camp skills shared, and you're going to have the capture bonus for bonus levels, and maybe even unlock bonus stamina for the following, like, yeah. So this is going to be the plan. And then once you're done with that, it doesn't really matter what you do. You're just going to try to clear the whole map. So like the people with the good passage teams, they can clear the passages. The people with the tower killing teams, well, this will just be an instant capture once you clear the 32 passages. And that will increase your capture points by 20. So I would probably recommend, once you're all connected, just quickly take down these passages and get a free 20 capture bonus on each side, up to 40 capture bonus, and then begin working up on all of the spider area over here, all the times 18s, and then the towers. But you're going to gradually take all of them down. Save your Iron Nuke team for the 4-man teams, definitely. For the 2-man teams, I would try to run like your boss killer teams, or high single target damage. And then for the boss himself, we're going to go for the boss teams. Okay, so that is basically it about the pathing. Let's go ahead and jump into the team formations, which I have saved over here. So I tried to come up with some good free-to-play options. First of all, we will talk about the 5-man guard towers. So here we have one option, which is going to be your Iron Nuke team, Iron Persa, Carolina, Arden. Different heroes can work here. Bonnie can work here if you want to. Basically, it's like, think of it like an AFK stage and AoE damage dealers. Persa does really well if you have her built. And then Damien for the healing and, yeah, and the haste buff. Another good 5-man team you can try is going to be a team like this. Almas is only here to give the true damage charms onto Viperon. That was like basically the only reason, and to be a tank for your team. And Rowan is going to charge up the energy like fast to Viperon. He can keep casting ultimate. Ludovic will heal your team. Bonnie is going to deal her damage per second. And we're going for the Frostfall spell. I run for the Frostfall spell on both of them. I don't know, because like Rowan, you're going to cast a lot of ultimates, and especially if you can get the plus 20 upgrade of Frostfall, which the pay-to-win players are going to have by tomorrow. And then this one, but even without it, I still think Frostfall is good. You're going to be casting a lot of ultimates. I think going for Frostfall is good. Here's another 5-man team. This is a team with Taline, so it's more pay to win. However, again, another kind of like Almost giving the charm bonus to Taline, Nero giving charm bonus to Bonnie, Graveborn faction talent tiles, and then Ludovic for healing. Again, I said the Frostfall spell, and maybe you could go for Harmonic spell. But yeah, these are the 5-man guard tower teams you can try. I think all of them should do pretty well. Like, you just want high hard-hitting AoE damage, which are like Bonnie, Viperon, Arden, Persa, Carolina, Taline. Okay, now as for the padding, I have 3 different teams here. This one, a Graveborn team, Igor, Carolina, Igor, Cecia, and Sylvina. Like, it should be enough. You do not need to even clear the passages within... You have the whole 90 seconds to clear the passages. You don't need to clear them rapidly anymore because you get no stamina refunded. So you just need a team that is going to manage to clear. You could even go for a more, like, stall team with, like, Nero if you wanted rather than Sylvina. But I think this should be fine to clear it. Basically, I would just pick heroes which are not good for the other game modes so that you don't waste stamina for them, but that are going to be suitable or good enough to clear the pathing. And so, like, pick teams of 3. Don't go for 5-man teams because then you're just wasting stamina, because 3 is the minimum you can lock in. And try to go for the same faction because then you just get the faction talent and the buff tile, which should give you an edge. Another pathing team I have here is this one. However, keep in mind, like Merrily and Corin, potentially you could use them as damage dealers for a boss. But in this map, plus 15 exclusive equipment heroes are going to be the greatest damage dealers for the boss. And I think most people do not have Merrily or Corin at plus 15. And I think if you did have Merrily and Corin at plus 15, you're probably a whale, and then, or you've been playing from global launch and you probably have better options in Lily May and Odie, and those are probably going to be better damage dealers. But you don't have to run like Merrily here. You could run Vala. Basically, you just need some damage dealers. I would just run 3 of the same faction again to try and clear the pathing. And then we have a Mauler one. Again, you can mix and match. Just run heroes which you're not going to plan to run anywhere else. Like Seth is always pretty good for these pathing, and then Brutus as a tank, and then Reese as another damage dealer if you want. Yeah, I mean, really here, if your Merrily's upgraded to plus 15, I would probably save her and try to use her in a boss killing team or like a 2-man tower team. But if your heroes are not at plus 15, I think you can just safely use them in this pathing team if you want to. I think I have 2 boss teams. I think that should be enough. But yeah, I mean, you could save Merrily because like a team of Kruger, which we're not running, Merrily, Temesia, Corin, and then like a healer, Smokey maybe. Yeah, that could actually be a good team for a boss killing team. So maybe you don't go for these light bear heroes for pathing. I would say, yeah, maybe save it for another third boss team or a two-man tower team. Like by two-man tower team, I mean an enemy who has 2 heroes on the tower. Okay, we have this team here, which is going to be Lily May, Thorn to increase the damage dealt to the boss, Leica to buff up attack speed, and provide the Wilder faction talent. You have Lily May on the faction tile, Haywin to heal the team, and then you have Bonnie as more damage. I think this can be a pretty good boss team. She also is going to ramp up the damage dealt by your magic damage dealers because of her Supreme Plus, and I went for the Frostfall spell. Another good team, I think, will be great using... Okay, what is going on here? Okay, this happens sometimes. This is going to be a Mauler team. Odie on the Mauler faction tile so that he gets teleported to the boss. Sonya buffing up Odie and Mikola. And Shakir to buff up as much of your team as possible. Coco just for damage reduction and protection with the Frostfall spell. I think this can be a great team that you can run as a boss killer team. Especially if your Odie's at plus 15 exclusive equipment. He's going to deal a lot of bonus damage. Same with Lily May. Like Lily May, Odie, if you have Taylene built, you can definitely run a team comp using Taylene. Like in the previous team, you could use Taylene rather than Bonnie, for example, with Lily May. Or you could go for a team using like Ludovic, Taylene, as basically healing and damage for a boss fight. That could also work. Or you can try like the Merrily physical damage dealer team with Kruger, Merrily, Corin, even Lenya and things like that can work. But basically, just use whichever hero you have. These are just some basically templates you can try, and you can copy them exactly if you have the heroes built up, but you want to make use of your plus 15 exclusive equipment damage dealers. That is going to allow you to really make easy and quick work of this map once you're all connected and you're sharing the buffs. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. That is going to be it for this one. Let me know if you have any other tips in the comment section. I'm sure that can help out other players out there. And if you guys want to join my AFK Journey Discord server, there's a link to that in the description of this video. We have 2,400 active members. We chat about everything in this game, so feel free to join. But I look forward to seeing you guys in Discord or on the next video. Thank you guys for watching, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.